Throwdown!
Welcome! On this week's Throwdown, we have Joe Mills, a TTT athlete, demo the workout.
We've got, for time, 4K row, 80 toes to bar, and 40 clean and jerks.
Crushed it this week.
Let's see it.
What's up, everybody? Joe Mills, CrossFit Westfield. My strategy for this workout is to treat it like a 30-minute row. So I'm going to row my 4K at my 30-minute pace, which should keep me off just a little before 16, and then trying to keep timed rest breaks and toes to bar, aiming at 7 seconds. And then barbell, we'll try to cluster sets, stay on 5s, and at the last 10, see if I get any left, try to have a kick. I will I paced it well if I can do that. All right, that's it. Let's get into it.
All right,
That was a
dialed.
great strategy.
I know. All
Yeah.
right, hey, that's for everybody else going to do a demo. That's how it's done right there.
Boom.
Very good.
Well done, Joe.
Thought through,
He's very thoughtful, and he does a good job with his pacing plans.
and he's off.
A little background on Joe. I know that he's been working on his strength for the last probably a year and a half. He's been following our strength bias program for quite a while, and now he's getting back into some conditioning work. So I threw this at him. He was kind enough to demo it. I know that he's just getting back into some of the CrossFit. So he said the 4K, he's going to pace this at his 30-minute pace. Is that where you would be, Mia?
I would probably go a little bit hotter, but that's just for me, because I know that I can move through this. The second two movements are good movements for me.
Yeah.
Particularly the barbell cycling. So I think it'd be okay for me to go a little bit faster. Definitely not 5K pace, but like somewhere.
It's probably in between, right?
Yeah.
This is a tough one because if you're not good at those movements, so Mia just talked about, Mia's really good at toe to bar. She can cycle a barbell better than most people. So she can take the risk of being
Those
a little
are Brandon's
blown up.
words, not mine.
Well, congratulations, Mia. You're good at those things.
We're not going to watch this whole thing.
No. Yeah, we won't. But I think for most people, they probably need to be a little bit more conservative on the row because the toe to bar will catch up. Most of the time, we have workouts with 10 or 15 in a round, and maybe you only accumulate 50 or 60 in a workout. Now you're having to do 80. So if you come into that blown up, it's going to take a long time. So just be wise with your row pace. If you're really comfortable on the row, then obviously you can be more aggressive.
Yeah, and something to think about when you're rowing for meters is, say your 30-minute pace is 2:10 and your 5K pace is 2 minutes. 10 seconds, like losing those, I mean, I don't know exactly what the math is there, but that can be lost so much more or so fast on the toes to bar.
Yeah, over the course of 80 toe to bar
for
or 40
sure.
clean and
Yeah,
jerks.
yeah. So coming off of the row feeling comfortable is smart.
Yeah.
Unless you're elite and then you have to be uncomfortable all the time.
So he's 2 minutes in, he started his own clock. 2 minutes in, you can go ahead and fast forward this, Chris, to where he's about to get off the row, and then we can talk about the toe to bar. Where will he be? What's your guess, Mia? 16.
He said 16. I trust his pacing.
16:05. Whoa!
Ooh.
That was fast.
All right.
Oh, a little
15,
quicker. 15, 25,
okay.
26.
So that's a pretty fast clip.
Can you do that math in your head? I certainly cannot.
Someone will. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, put in the comments what his row pace was.
All right, so basically right at 10 seconds transition from the row onto the pull-up bar for his first set of toe to bar.
So I love his strategy on toes to bar where he did not say what reps he was going to hold, but he said what rest he was going to hold. I think that's super realistic when you're looking at big chunks of gymnastics movements, particularly something this big. I think it's unrealistic to say, I'm going to hold 10s. And even if you do say that, what your rest interval turns into can just like not be worth it. So for him to say 7 seconds, well, you hop up, you do whatever set is appropriate for you, rest 7 seconds, and then keep repeating that. I think that's so smart and how a lot of people should chip away at this kind of stuff. And also 7 seconds is very short.
Yeah, it is very short. That probably needs to be extended out. I love that too. I think one of the things that people that they fall into is that they try to keep the rest time the same throughout. So if he holds 7 seconds, at some point he's going to be down to singles, right? The better option with 80 toe to bar may be hold 7 seconds for as long as possible with some kind of number. I'm going to do between 6 and 10 on this, with 7 second rest. And then as 7 seconds becomes impossible, then go to 10. Like, have some flexibility with your plan, because even elite level athletes will probably extend that out. Like, let's say Noah was doing this. He's great at toe to bar. He may start on 7 seconds and do sets of 10, but eventually he's probably going to go 10 or 12 seconds for his last few sets.
Yeah, so have like a minimum set number where if you can't hold that set anymore, then you need to extend your rest.
Now, Mia, you close your eyes on these. Do you think he should try to do that? Is he losing time by keeping those puppies
100%.
open?
Yeah.
Too much.
Probably losing energy. If you close your eyes, you save energy.
Bad technique.
Is that a Purdue flag up there?
Yes, it is.
How is he Purdueing?
Oh, you got dad jokes. You're not even a dad. This is a great room.
It also looks like he's in timeout in this,
like in the little room
in the hallway.
Yeah. No, it's really nice. Yeah. Is that concrete wall? Do you want to just keep asking things about all the? Is that a rope in the background? All right, so I think
that was longer than 7.
Yeah, I was going to say this is longest rest time.
Yeah, I don't think that's not a critique. I think that was appropriate because his sets were getting small, and also for me on toes to bar, if my sets get too small and I'm still trying to really rush my rest, my heart rate gets so high, and it's kind of becomes a little like counterintuitive, where it is just better to rest 3 to 5 seconds longer and hold a slightly bigger set.
Yeah,
but you always want to be aware of what you're doing is the point. Like, having those, like Brandon said, those increasing rest intervals, you're still paying attention to the clock and you're still in control of what you're doing, versus just like, oh, my plan didn't work, now I'm just going to fall off a cliff.
I think the big thing is you have to practice this in training too. It can't just be I'm doing a tester, I'm doing an open workout or a qualifier, and so now I'm going to go with 7 second rest all the way through. Like, you need to be training it. If you're doing big sets in training, doing intervals or EMOMs where you did 5 reps, okay, now I'm going to rest 7 seconds, do 5 reps, rest 7 seconds, do 5 reps. How does that feel? And then each week you can progress that by saying, I'm going to do 5 reps, now I'm resting 6 seconds, 5 reps, resting 6 seconds, and then continue to basically shorten your rest time so you know where that threshold is.
You know where we do that?
Where do you do that?
In the intermediate path.
Oh, it is helpful. I do that. I mean, when I'm training for a movement that I haven't done in a long time, it's like the first step in building that volume back and knowing what I can do if I were to test that movement.
3, 4. So that was a set of 4. Came down at 16 seconds. Let's see what the rest is here.
Yeah.
8 seconds. That's still,
he's still doing
pretty
a good job.
good. Yeah.
But this is where is set of like most people are going to go sets of 2, 3s, and 4s when you're doing 80 toe to bar. But is it better to have a longer break in there and then still kind of cluster sets? Maybe he does a 30-second break and then he can do sets of 6 with a 7-second break for 5 sets and then another long break.
Yeah, and like you said, that's just something that you need to learn in training, because it's hard to make those decisions in the workout. For me, at least, doing the math and figuring out what makes more sense when I'm tired, that's not going to happen. So I need to have the experience so that when a tester comes out, I can just make that decision.
Yeah. This is going to get grippy. I think he mentioned that, and Mia, you said that earlier on, but you also need to be prepared for that.
I said, quote, gripperoni.
A gripperoni. I mean, going from the row, even if it doesn't feel grippy on the row, you're just pulling for 4,000 meters. Your forearms are going to be a little blown up. Your biceps are going to be a little bit blown up. Your lats. And you're using all of those same things when you're doing a toe to bar and on the power clean and jerks. So you just make sure that you manage your grip there so you can go fast in the power cleans. That was fast.
Yeah, that was really, really well done. And we're off.
Really good transition. That was like 10 seconds to get onto it. And
said he was going to do 5.
Yep.
Cluster 5. So this is the Brandon specialty, where you do
your
certain amount of reps quickly, and then you take a little break, and then you keep repeating that. Would you go touch and go here?
It's hard to say. I think that right now my training, my grip would be pretty blown up, but I think higher level athletes may be able to get away with doing like fast 5s.
And the other grip 20. Was gone.
Yeah, that was smart.
I would always do that if I suck at this, and I just think if you remove one thing and then do some reps and then remove another thing,
it feels like you're progressing.
You just feel like you look like you know what you're doing. I'd be
and that's all that really matters.
Yeah, but I'd look cool.
What do you think he's listening to right now?
Probably the Rice-A-Roni song, because ever since Mia said whatever she said, I've had that. You remember
What's
that
the
from
Rice-A-Roni song?
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. No,
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 my
sorry.
goodness. That must be a Memphis thing.
no, it's
It's a San Francisco thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they only had that on TV in Memphis. Buy her San Francisco rice-a-roni.
All right, so we took the
2
break.
sets of 5
Let's see.
already.
Another cluster of 5. In a workout like this, if you have access to dead plates, definitely use that, especially in
huge.
the open or quarterfinals. It makes a big difference. I mean, for him, the plates aren't really bouncing from side to side much. It's just they're not settling quite that fast, but it looks like it's a tempo that makes sense for him. But I like when the bar just kind of sticks to the ground when it drops.
Yeah, so when you say dead plates, it lands and there's no bounce, essentially.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's super helpful. And there are some that will bounce forward or side to side, and that can really screw up your workout.
Yeah, definitely don't want to use high temp plates
that
for
always
something
pisses
like
me
this.
off when that happens. Like it makes me angry.
It gives you an extra rest, though. It's
Yeah.
it's
But
like an
not really,
excuse.
because you're just like
Chasing-
shuffling
yeah,
your
it's
feet,
true, you're
trying
chasing
to,
it around.
Yeah. And then you grab the bar crooked, and yeah,
He's
just-
doing a great job staying on his cluster
Yeah,
sets. These are
he's-
really good getting back down to the barbell.
I don't think I'm speaking too soon because I believe in you, Joe. I think this is a very well executed workout.
Yeah.
Stuck to his plan.
I wonder what
agree.
he's listening to.
I already
Didn't we already say this? And then you said
I
the
think you said something about
rice
rice-a-roni in San Francisco.
Dang, I told you my memory sucks.
So another option for those that are like, okay, I like the cluster set idea, but there's no way that I could hold 5s across. One of the things I do, especially when the barbell starts getting really heavy or just challenging, is maybe I'll start with 5s, and if there's 40 reps in a workout, I'll do 3 sets of 5, so I know I'm going to get to 15, and then I do sets of 4 for a little while, and then I do sets of 3 for a little while. So I'm still kind of I have these micro goals. I'm still doing cluster sets, so I'm staying on top of the barbell, but it also allows me to extend my rest times when I need it, because if 5s are blowing you up and now you have to take a 30 or 40 second break, it's actually wasting time in the workout.
Sounds like it's hard to count.
I like it.
What happens in a workout like this where you just do hit a wall and you are just dead and like all strategy goes out the window? What's the best way to still get something from it?
Back off and just chip away with slow singles. And that may even mean that you're going on the 10 or on the 15 seconds for a single and your time sucks. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I would say stay close to the bar and don't do like a little journey away from the bar. People like to do that where they just like go find chalk or something. Like don't find something to distract yourself. If you have to rest longer, stay where you are, look at the bar, take your rest, because that's going to be faster than dilly-dallying around.
This is definitely the fastest strategy, though. So if you're going to do touch and go reps or you're going to do cluster sets, just doing steady singles across still deteriorates across 40 reps. Maybe not in 10 reps or 15 reps, but when you have a big chunk like this, you got to stay on top of the barbell to win.
Yeah, I think that's huge. Staying close to the bar. He's doing so well with these cluster sets, and he's quick on them too. Just last set. Yeah, because he said he wanted to go like hard at the end. He looks like he picked up the pace.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I think he said the last 10 he was just going to go for it.
Boom.
Great job.
Nice.
Really well done. He was off the rower at 15:30, so he finished the rest of that work in less than 10 minutes.
Awesome job, Joe.
Let's see if he says anything. He's on the floor. He's on the floor. He's alive. Let's see. Here he comes.
Okay. Row was good. Harder than I expected it to be. That was all right. Grip went way faster than expected on the toaster bar. I held those on 7-second break until about 44, 43. And then had to take a bigger break because my grip was just gone. Barbell, actually better than expected. When the toaster bar felt like it did, I thought I was going to have issues with that, and then was able to do 8-7 clusters at the end. So I actually think overall breathing was really good. Just red line right at the end is what you want. Yeah, awesome workout. Enjoyed it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Great job, man.
See, that's what you love to see. Someone who just has the awareness and like cares to have that awareness. Big separator, you guys. All right, we'll see you next week.
Rice-a-roni. Grip-a-roni. See ya.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Pata in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Pata.